Hey everyone, Rascal here, and welcome to another Rascal Reviews. This week I am covering the movie Freebirds just in time for Thanksgiving. And this is another film that I think deserves a lot more attention. It falls on the spectrum of being a not terrific film, but not a bad film either. It's just more like a guilty pleasure film where it's not really considered one of those best movies out there. It seemed more like a cash grab just to make a film to produce a profit, but honestly, I think it was really fun. Now, Free Birds is about these two turkeys whose goal is to go back in time to the very first Thanksgiving and to keep from turkeys being on the menu for Thanksgiving every year for eternity. So they want to go back and make sure they have something else to eat at the first Thanksgiving dinner so they no longer eat this every year and go and hunt turkeys. And it sounds at first, yeah, it does sound like, why was this made? But really, when you think about it, no one's really ever done a Thanksgiving esque film unless it's like trying to get home for Thanksgiving. Like, in that point, it's kind of like just like I'll be home for Christmas or I'll be home for birthday or New Year's, and it kind of just would fit into that. But no, they actually went to the trouble of trying to make a story out of something with Thanksgiving and with the holiday that comes with it. Now they unfortunately didn't go with the whole thing of the being grateful thing. They like had a hint of it with maybe one of the turkeys being grateful for the other, but unfortunately they didn't really touch on that as much as I thought they would. It was more of just being the really silly and fun movie for Thanksgiving. That was it. And also this was considered a Thanksgiving propaganda film because they thought it was saying they were rejecting the Thanksgiving holiday in favor of doing other things on the day and not eating the turkey, and it's not true. It's just they wanted to not get the humans to not eat the turkeys and eat something else. And what they put in its place, you're going to be laughing at because a lot of people eat the replacement food anyway. So in this one, like I said, they have a time machine and they go back in time to like the Mayflower and the pilgrimage, and it's back to when we are having the first Thanksgiving. Now, of course, they did change a bunch of things in there and try to make it silly. And here, the humans are way more ridiculous in trying to hunt the turkeys. Like they were so obsessed with hunting turkeys and eating them, they were practically gaining pounds just looking at the turkeys, and it was hilarious. And there was like a turkey tribe in here, and they were sort of modeled after the indigenous people, which we know they were trying to, make a parallel of meeting these indigenous people at the time that this was supposed to be taking place. But they were kind of had in here, there were also a bunch of turkeys on the land too that had the same motives and values as those tribes. And their job, just as they were going there to do, was protect their brethren turkeys and poultries from being hunted and eaten on this day. And please know that this movie isn't trying to bash on the holiday itself. Whatever you have your viewpoints on Thanksgiving itself and celebration is completely up to you. You have every right to feel how you feel. This film is just trying to be something really funny and silly and goofy. Like, what if they changed the meal you eat at Thanksgiving? What if the turkey just rolls up and said, "We've had enough of you eating them. Let's give you something else," and fighting back against the humans? That's really it. That's the whole movie, and that's the entire joke. No more, no less. Now, in here, they also had, I believe they had Owen Wilson in here as well, voicing one of the turkeys. And he actually did a pretty great job playing the role. And there were actually quite a few stars in here, not as much as a usual one goes, where it's just like a big cavalcade of stars one after the other. And I think it was because there really wasn't that many characters in here. Aside from the turkeys and a couple humans, they kept it relatively small. And maybe that was a good thing. So won't feel like you were trying to focus on all these characters so much, and it would feel cluttered. The basis of the story is getting turkeys off the menu and preventing them from being on there on the first Thanksgiving, and that's it. And as I said, they do have the theme in there for Thanksgiving, showing some gratitude and being with others. And in this instance, it was really the turkeys that had more of the gratitude. Like they were grateful that they had each other, that it was another day that they saved another life, and they were protecting their poultry brethren from the hunters, because the hunters in here, of course, are crazy. But it was not a bad film at all. I think it was really silly. I don't think you were meant to take it as some uh, deep, thought provoking film. It was just something funny you, your family, and your kids could watch together and decide if you still want to eat turkey on Thanksgiving or you want to switch to another food product. And to me, I think that's fine. I didn't think anything was really wrong with it. There were a few jokes that were kind of like, they were trying too hard here, or some jokes didn't land, but I didn't feel like I was bored or being talked down to, or they hate the holiday or promote the holiday so much where it seems egregious. It just was, as it is, a really fun movie. And I definitely recommend seeing it in November. It doesn't have to necessarily be on Thanksgiving itself, but it does fit in with the theme and is something that they have really creative. And I actually saw this movie in theaters first, unexpectedly, and then saw it again on TV when it was for free. And both times I thought it was a really fun film. And I definitely recommend it to anybody who's just looking for a good laugh, something silly, fun, and goofy. Nothing really turn your mind off to, but just something to have some fun and something lighthearted, or even the background if you're doing some other activities or reading or something. That way you have something really happy and funny on your mind as you're going about your day. So, what do you guys think of the movie Freebirds? Did you enjoy it? Did you actually love it way more than I thought? Or did you pretty much hate it for various reasons? If you have any of these opinions, let me know in the comments below on why you love it or why you hate it. Now, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving or happy November all together. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.